Hey, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be doing shocks and struts on my little Geo. Got all KYB gas shocks, struts, now we even got the little bushings for them. So the reasons you might want to replace struts, just bad vehicle handling. When you hit a bump, the steering wheel will kind of jerk all over the place, and the car is just kind of twitchy to drive. It's got blown suspension. I'll show you what that looks like. Notice it's still bouncing. It's bad. I went ahead and I sprayed the bolts with PB Blaster to break them loose before doing this introduction. The next thing I'm going to do is raise up the front. I'm doing the struts first. Raise it up, jack it up, and take off the struts. And I'm also going to do a tire rotation while I'm at it. So I've got the spare tire that needs to be rotated in. I'm going to get to taking off the wheels and jacking her up. Alright, with the vehicle safely supported, I put some jack stands on the frame down there, both sides. You can see how these struts work. So this is a strut. It's a little worn out. Hit these bolts with some PB Blaster as well. Going to take a wrench, break these loose, and there's 2 bolts. And the top up here, a little 12 millimeters. So I'm going to bust those off, both sides, and get to replacing. Nothing's ever easy. Using my breaker bar 3000, an impact wrench, and map gas bottle, I broke the bolt that goes in here. It was really tight, and I started turning. I was like, oh boy, but she's out. Look at that, right in the socket. Guns. So yeah, I thought this would be a real quick project, but nope, took me like 30 minutes to get that bolt. And there's 3 more. Hopefully they're not all seized like that. Wish me luck. Jesus. So I got the old one off, and check out this dampening on this thing. This is how you tell she's bad. Ready? Watch this rebound. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, doesn't do crap. And with the new one, even with the band on it, just push it in and right back. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So you're gonna want to make sure you take off the bolt that's on top of this to get this one washer out, and get the boot as well, because you're gonna be putting the boot on this one. Big old washer in there as well. Make sure you get all of that. I went ahead and I got new mounts for it. These bushings look fine, but the kit came with new ones, so can't beat new. Nice. You can do it. Come on, little buddy. Come on. Yeah, nothing there. You see this washer has a unique shape to match the top of this, but the kit came with a new lock ring, or lock washer, and a new nut, so I'm not using the same nut. Oh, get up there. $23 in bolts later, I made sure I got all nice hardware to put this thing back together with. So I've got the driver's side all buttoned up, everything new up top, brand new bolts, nice and torqued down, wheel spins nice. That wasn't too bad other than that stubborn bolt. Yeah, look at the wheel. So nice spinning, and the passenger side, nothing. So I gotta take the caliper off and free up the little floaty pins. That's why she wasn't getting good gas mileage. But yeah, hopefully these bolts come out easier. So I'm gonna blast those out with the good old Impacto and get to replace it. All right, baby. Please come off with this. I hope I put it on reverse, huh? That's how fast it's supposed to take. Woo! Ready for all the travel of this one? Look, look, I'm just gonna let it go. That's really bad. Don't need those. So remember how I said this wheel wouldn't spin? Well, I took out these little grease pins and I greased them really good, so they move nice and freely. But that actually was not the problem. The problem was the piston in the caliper itself. And if you look, see how rusted and pitted that thing is? I'm not even going to try to clean it. I went to the local Napa. It's it's within walking distance. It's super nice. Ordered 2 calipers, driver passenger. Always do them both at the same time. They'll be here on Wednesday. Today is Monday, so done about all I can do today. Got the shocks, well, the struts on. This is supposed to be a real quick little project. Like my mom always said, stuff takes more time and more money. You're right, Mom. It does. So I'm gonna get back to this thing on Wednesday. Got other stuff I can work on: golf cart, sailboat, truck. See you on Wednesday with new parts. It is now Wednesday. I've got all my parts to finish this thing. The driver caliper, I ordered both sets. I always do both. You know, I'll replace one, I'll replace both. The driver caliper is on. You can't see it, but the wheel rolls great. There's no play in the tie rods or the bearings, ball joints, so that wheel is good. I also did a 5 tire rotation, so this was that wheel, I think. Yeah. Anyway, you take the spare, you flip them all around, the spare goes on. So this was the passenger front, I think. I don't know. Something, 5 tire rotation. Look it up. Rotates all of them. And this was the spare. That's going there, and that one's going there. But today, I'm going to be putting on the caliper and replacing the rear shock. And the Geo is ready to rock and roll. But look, man, she rolls. I'm gonna put that caliper on real easy. It's just 2 bolts that go on to the back of this thing. The knuckle, bolt up the line, and bleed the brakes. Shiny and new. Wheel spins nicely. The caliper is floating. Success. What I do have right now, I've got the bleeder valve open. Nothing's coming out yet because it's just gravity going down. And I'm gonna I'll let it gravity bleed while I replace the rear shock. Since this was supposed to be a suspension video on me doing the suspension, it's turned into a Geo work on junk video. Keep the junk going. So I'm gonna go get that wheel off real quick and get that tire, because I want that tire up here. Now you don't necessarily have to take off the tire to do the rear shock because it just has a top mounting and it mounts on the axle. But since I'm rotating the tires as well, just because I haven't rotated them yet, 2 birds, 1 stone, right? Let's put these on. Oh yeah, me. This is such a light car, it's crazy how easy it is to lift up. Now, for whatever reason, the previous owner put 2 nuts on the shock mount. One nut will do, a locking nut is preferred. These are just 2 regular nuts, and they're like gummed up with all kinds of rust and crap. I broke them loose, but the top of the shaft has a little cut in it to where you can put a wrench on it. So use an adjustable, and then you can turn the shaft. Make sure you got it on there nice and tight. Of course, I'm loosening the wrench, and then you can go to wrench on the bottom nut. Just get them off. Ain't nothing to it, guys. Then once you get the bottom little bolt taken out, or loosened, you just play with the shock. And there she goes. Now these shocks, they have a little bit of life left of them, but they're rusted, and I got new ones, so don't need those. Now this one is a lot harder than the other one, so it's going to stiffen it up. Oh man, it's going to stiffen up and just make the ride better, because it was real bouncy. So cup, bushing, cup, nut. Oh, let's compress the shock back in and get it lined up right. There we go. Sweet. I just got the brakes bled on this thing. I had Casey help me. She pumped the pedal and I did the bleeder screws. The pedal feels great. It's the best it's ever felt. So now I'm gonna put it on the ground and give the lug nuts the final tighten, and then we'll see the difference in the new suspension bounciness versus the old one. And that'll be it, guys. Alright, this is after the suspension. See how it doesn't bounce like it used to. You used to push it down and it bounced a couple times. Now it's just solid. Well, we've reached the end. Thanks for watching. I love this little pink car, man. It's pretty amazing. If this helped, comment below. As always, thanks for watching. I enjoy reading the comments. Have yourself a good day. Take it easy, guys.